Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warwick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Touchdown, Knowles. Just ran away from the defense. Wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with the mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Powerful running here. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. It was a 1st and 10 play.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do. Get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Running back with the football. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective. When as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it causes it.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. And is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Receiver in motion now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught quickly. Breaking free at midfield. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much. And
doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Chris, how about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive lineman, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second and long for this offense after the sack. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Contact as he threw it. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, Auburn. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Now the all-important extra point. And it's good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Got it again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I'd love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Obvious false start there. Moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the wideout goes in motion. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
No problem. Knocks it right through. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. And the senior quarterback off target there, threw behind him. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looks like he's going to run it. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Direct snap to the back. Got the first down, now looking for more. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
RPO gives the quarterback so many options, and it puts a lot on the defense. If you overcommit one way, the quarterback's going to make you pay for it. Here, the defense sat back, made it easy. Hand the ball off, let that running back get some good yards.
And not even a chance to pitch that one. He's brought down in the backfield. Important second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
That's another positive gain here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
1st and goal, handoff. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 26. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. 1st down play here. Here comes a handoff. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And now they'll set up for the point after. The PAT puts them up 3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
2nd down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. There's contact on the throw. He's picked for a third time tonight. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs. First and goal. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming up, second down and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll run here on third and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be first and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the first down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Just time enough for one more play in the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. He's got his man in the open field. Excitement there on the final play of the first half. A great effort, but they get him down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Noles will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a run. Running back's got it. Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down at 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. It's good timing. The receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time
for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
On the run, it's Kelly. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made on the right side. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. An inside give now from the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
And the extra point goes up and good. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Offense makes their way on the field. Toss play, running right. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's sharp. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. That's a second and goal play for the offense. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Third and goal. Looking to throw for it. And he finds the running back in the flat. Touchdown, Auburn. And the beatdown continues. See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to get the sticks.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Quick pass. The catch is made. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Receiver makes the grab. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. And the Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receiver.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Grab down the middle. It's McLeod. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. So obviously they'll decline the pass interference call, and the touchdown will stand. The offense still out there. They're going for two here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Auburn 38, Florida State 20.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins it in and brings him down. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? The shotgun handoff here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
receivers are bunched together. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Same tailback, another carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Send the back in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch is made down the middle.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll give it to the back. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
Got it. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown Tigers. And the route is on. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's and here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Short connection to the tight end here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. The Noles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Auburn.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now the try for 2. The linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Intercepted in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Auburn 52, Florida State 26.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Finds room at the 30. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground here. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. Right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's running out of time here. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And looking to throw now on first down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. This time a completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Seminoles will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. It's a mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Auburn Tigers.